first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, 50 on the base. Right there in the middle. 55. Check right, check right.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Brissett. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On first down, Benjamin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1. Go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got him. Nice.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking. To throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
61, match box, right.
Back to throw. Costello. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
58, come on. 58, come on. Tackles. Rock it. Go.
Looking to throw. Costello. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back to throw. Costello. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
5. Greystone travel.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Returning, it's Benjamin. Sidesteps him at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. On the comebacker, complete. It's Collier. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Brissett. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's get you draw Corker.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Steelers 7. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shedding the tackle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. That's right. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Costello. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Open man is Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll throw again. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Benjamin, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On first down, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to launch it for Washington. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Play fake, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Jay, lock it.
Throwing again. Costello. Washington's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from zero.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to launch it for Washington. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
80 weapon. Let's go.
From the gun, Costello. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Sam off.
No.
Get it.
On first down, Costello. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Down.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, bullet high. Hey, Delta.
Slam.
Now.
To throw again, Costello. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
218, chopper.
Watch the pass. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
5.
Back to throw. Costello. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. You rush. 58 to Mike. 58.
The final shot before break. Costello is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And an alley to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And give him now 4 interceptions. In this game, that's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the...
Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. To throw, Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collier. Touchdown, New Orleans! In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
152 fighter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Costello. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. But it's brought in by Washington. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Five.
Operating from the gun. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to throw. Costello. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Benjamin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Brissett now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Higgins over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Brissett to throw on first. Letting one go deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off play action. Costello. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Costello. And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down, Costello. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Costello. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Bravo. 58, right over there, yeah.
from the gun. Costello. Throwing left side, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On the set.
Go 58's the mic. Check, check, check.
Hey, Echo.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. From the 44, Brissett going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Richard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready? 60 outlaw, 61. Match box lights.
Off the bootleg. Costello. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Costello. That's caught by Howard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Hey, zoom.
On 4th down, Costello. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.